Hasard is one of the more interesting buildings I've seen.
You're going through this place trying to see industrial ruins, but it really does feel like you're going through the bones of this old castle.
It's an incredibly beautiful building, but I really do have to feel the place to start to shoot.
Shooting in infrared is very different than shooting in visible light. I mean, obviously it's a different wavelength of light, but things look very, very different.
Getting something meaningful out of them is probably the most difficult thing.
The plan for today is to go to Belgium. One of the great things about exploring in Europe is the countries are just so close. In Liège, we've got Hasard de Cheratte, the coal mine.
Hasard is a coal mine, actually a very old coal mine. I believe it dates back to around the 1860s.
The mine shafts themselves are sealed.
Yeah, we're just sticking to the processing area.
Yeah. Okay. So what's unique about this one is that the head frame looks like,
this is the
like
one.
a fort. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The architecture is magnificent, almost Gothic, very castle-like. And there's some newer construction on site. It has a very Soviet appearance to it.
Looks like we drive down, park off this road, walk through the forest, and there we are.
It's a beautiful location. It's right on a beautiful hillside just outside of a very small town.
Like a day's hike or what?
It's a bit of a hike, but it lets us go in the back way. We're not likely to be seen.
Yeah, the rain that we got last night should make that slope nice and slick.
Yes, but the colors will be nicely saturated.
Exactly.
It's pretty unique to find, I mean, a coal mine that looks like a castle. I've just never seen something like that before. So we'll be able to hop the fence there and get in undetected.
How high is this fence?
We can boost you.
Yeah, or just throw you over.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
There's no spikes, so.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about Matt.
That's true. Well, that's usually on my shoulders.
Even though I explore usually with 4 other guys, it's not necessarily a social experience, but it definitely is a personal account of being there. Every different place ingrains itself in me. It's an experience.
This whole valley was full of coal and was mined forever and ever. Unfortunately, the coal dried up.
I don't know if this is the right way, but it's
To start,
a start. We'll double back if it's wrong.
we had 2 choices. We could hop the fence on an active road and probably be spotted, or we could have gone the relatively safe way around, which involved driving to the top of a hill that the property backs onto, and then descending this hill down to the buildings themselves.
This is almost a little too easy. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right place. I'm told by Lauren that this place is supposed to be pretty easy to get into. It's just a hill we got to go down in a forest. Sounds easy enough. So let's keep going until we see the head frame. There's another path up here.
Getting into Hasard should be fairly easy. I mean, we've done our research, we know where it is, we know where to park, we know where the entrance is, we know the approach. Should be no problem.
You see it? Great. Let's go.
Yeah, there is an easy way down this way. Just follow this path. It's nice and simple. Hole in the wall, boom, we're right in. It's real easy.
problem.
Getting down the hill was a real challenge. It was about maybe, I'm guessing, 300 or 400 feet, and we spent a lot of time just sliding.
Good job, Lauren. Physically, some of the challenges of this hobby include simply getting into a building if you have to climb up the side of a wall or in a third-story window or get over a high fence. But it's sort of an accepted part of what we do and what we come across, and you sort of just have to deal with it.
So we have some entry details to this place, but it's pretty much very generic. And in fact, a lot of explorer types don't like to give out entry information. Some people don't even like to receive it, because that's part of the fun is getting into a place like this, is finding your way in. For me, I kind of like having a little bit more detail, so I have more time inside to get the photographs I need, which is my ultimate goal.
Definitely one of the hardest entrances I think we've ever done. Usually they don't involve sliding down a large hill or small mountain, whatever. But we're down, we're in, and time to go in and see what we can find. Should we take the sewer?
When I first enter a building, I feel a sort of confusing mix of emotions. I'm excited, I'm fearful, I'm awestruck, I'm curious. At once I'm concerned that maybe the building is going to collapse, maybe I'm not the only person in here, maybe there's something in here that I need to worry about, but my curiosity is piqued, and I also feel a need to go further in and see what there is and figure out how this building worked and what secrets it holds.
This looks like it might be opening to a mine shaft or some sort of conduit, so I'm just going to have a look inside, see where it goes. Well, it looks like that goes around the corner to a long, deep shaft. From what the ceiling looks like in here, probably not too stable. Not really good for photography either, so I think we'll move on.
When I first enter a building, I'm a little cautious. I don't know if the floor is unstable or if anybody else is inside. So for the first few minutes, it's more just getting the sense of the bearings and a sense of the space. But that's quickly overpowered by my sense of curiosity, and then I just go through it as quickly as I can, see as much of it as I can, and just sort of take it all in.
Steve, have I told you how much I love this 24mm 1.4?
When we all meet first thing in the morning, we often have an idea of what we want to do and where we want to go and shoot, and how we're going to get in. Never works that way. Never, ever, ever. So you have to remain flexible. First impressions, pretty awesome. Definitely needs exploration.
This is definitely not a safe building, and most of the places we go aren't. There's open holes all over the place. Really, all you need to do is be mindful of where you are, take your time, and don't fall into any open holes.